Today I'm going to be reacting to SML pranks that backfired horribly. So we've already seen a few of these. It looks like, a few of these videos, SML Universe is just going back on things from other videos that he's going off of, but just the context of why he's showing that footage and talking about it is different. Like, for example, in the Crash Out video, like, some of these pranks were shown in it. This one, we're going to see some of those pranks because the whole video is based on the pranks. The other one was just the Crash Out parts related to them.
And a lot of pranks done by SML over the years. But while most of these were meant to be lighthearted, some of them backfired.
Yep,
horribly.
like this one. This was in the Crash Out video.
From crazy reactions.
And that one.
Go. Where? Shut the f up and go. Alright guys, what do you want to do today?
I know, not this one.
Where?
This is
Shut
a
the f
different.
up. Get the f out of here.
To getting seriously hurt.
How'd you manage to do that? It hurts.
We're gonna be going over all of them, starting with the time Logan pranked Chili and made her think that he was cheating on her. This prank was pretty simple. Logan put
I
JJ
remember
in a
watching
wig
this.
and
It
made
looked
him
so
lay in his
weird.
bed, pretending like JJ was a woman that Logan was cheating with, while Anthony hides behind the door to record
Oh,
the prank.
didn't she hit Anthony with the door because she was so mad it hit him in the head?
At
or
first,
something?
it
I
seemed
don't
like
know.
everything was going well, but things wouldn't stay good for long, because when Chili got home, she saw Logan in bed, and she crashed out. And you may think that when Logan told her that it was a prank, she would calm down and everything would be fine. But you'd be dead wrong, since when Logan revealed that it was a prank, instead of being relieved, she was still mad at Logan, even saying she wasn't gonna upload the prank and stormed out of the house.
I wouldn't have to f your brother. Oh! Oh, he, right? Right?
That's not
Oh!
That's not funny.
Hey,
That's not even funny.
And it
I'm
felt
not even gonna upload that.
But eventually, she did calm down and would get revenge on Logan in this next prank, where she told him she was pregnant, which ended up backfiring in the worst way you could imagine. The prank starts out with Chili telling fans that she's about to get revenge on Logan for the previous prank. And it actually starts off pretty funny, with Chili and Tito laughing while faking a pregnancy test. But things wouldn't stay good for long, because when Logan found out Chili was supposedly pregnant, he took it serious at first, and seemed really worried about the whole situation. At this point, it seemed like the prank was actually working as intended, and would serve as good revenge for the previous prank that Logan pulled on Chili. But this ended up backfiring, because when Chili went to the bathroom to get the test, Tito came in to talk to Logan, and it was very clear that Logan was about to start having a panic attack, which caused Tito to feel bad and accidentally slip up, telling Logan that it was all a prank, which ended up completely backfiring for Chili, as after this, he would start to make fun of the whole situation and act in a completely ridiculous way, turning the prank back on Chili, and he ended up crashing out, from dancing, insisting the kid isn't his, to even going
Now they actually have a kid. But she's 2. How old is Lily? 2 or 3? I think she's 2. Yeah, they have a 2-year-old now.
as far as to say he would kick the baby if it interrupted filming, but I'm sure he wasn't serious for that one.
So, and go. Where? Shut the f up. Go. Where? Shut the f up and go. Alright guys, what do you want to do today? Where? Shut the f up.
But while this prank that Chili tried playing fell flat on its face, this next prank that Logan tried playing on Tito didn't go too well either. The premise was simple. Logan had 2 cups, one with $20 inside that he would show to Tito, and the other one with $1,500 inside. But obviously, with this being a prank, Tito didn't know there was $1,500 in that cup, and Logan wanted him to pick the one with $20 inside, so he made it ridiculously easy. But when Logan told Tito to pick a cup, he accidentally somehow was stupid enough to pick the one with $1,500 inside, which meant Logan lost a lot of money. Logan was shocked, to say the least, that Tito could be missing this many brain cells. So when he tried to explain that it was a joke, Tito just wouldn't give him his money back.
Alright, choose a cup.
Which one has the 20 in it?
What?
No.
What?
No, you're supposed to choose this one.
What?
How did you choose the fucking wrong one?
I was yawning and then I just picked the one that was already there because, people like to do that.
And to make it even worse, Chili was rage baiting Logan, saying things like he shouldn't have put the money in there. And if you thought it ended here, you'd be dead wrong, since Tito ended up playing the same game again with Logan, but this time he ended up choosing the right cup, meaning that Tito got to keep the money. But in a funny twist of events, Tito ended up admitting that he saw the same prank that Logan got inspiration from on Facebook before Logan tried this on him, so he probably knew what was going to happen and chose to pick the wrong cup. So it turns out that Tito outsmarted Logan all along. This does actually have a good ending though, because Tito eventually ended up giving Logan back his money. But the same cannot be said for when they got in a fight over fake AFC Championship tickets. The prank was about as simple and devious as it gets, with Logan setting up the fake AFC Championship tickets on the floor of the living room and ripping them up, trying to make Tito think that they were the real ones. He even called the dogs to the living room to make it more realistic. And if you thought that Tito would just be a little mad, you couldn't be
Yeah, it
wrong,
literally looks like the
since
dogs
when he
did
saw
it.
the tickets on the ground, he literally fell to the floor in tears. Things didn't end here though, since when he finally got up off the ground, he ended up flipping both the couches, and at this point, bro was already overreacting. But that's not even it, because then Logan revealed that it was just a prank, and he could calm down. But instead, Tito did the complete opposite, and ended up chasing Logan around the house. But things were about to make a turn for the worst, since when Tito got to the top of the stairs, he ended up punching a massive hole in the wall, while also breaking his finger in the process.
You want an ambulance?
I like it. You think I like it? No, but how'd you do that to your finger?
Ah! It's turning purple.
Really?
The good news is, he ended up recovering. But this is pretty much nothing compared to this next prank on the list, with the prank itself being about destroying Logan's biggest prized possession, Jeffy. The prank starts with Chili and Tito explaining that they're about to get revenge on Logan from when he made Tito think that his championship tickets got destroyed. For this prank, Chili grabbed a stunt double Jeffy and cut up his face. And you may be thinking that's a bit overkill, but the stunt double Jeffy looks nothing like the real Jeffy, which becomes super important later. After they set everything up, Chili calls Logan downstairs, and as soon as he sees what's happening, he literally goes through 5 stages of grief. He starts denying that it's even the real Jeffy, but after a couple of minutes of being told it's the real one, he starts to crash out.
Does that look like Jeffy to you? No, the it doesn't.
Just get one that actually does it instead.
No,
of
they're not gonna. No. I have used the same Chef Pee-Pee. I used the same Junior, the same Cody, and the only one I have changed is Joseph. But that's because he's f***ing Joseph.
And you may think he's just
He's fucking
overreacting,
Joseph.
but that couldn't be further from the truth, because with pretty much every other character that Logan has, he owns a stunt double that looks exactly the same, with the one exception to that rule being Jeffy.
Yeah,
In
there's
fact, none
none.
of the other stunt doubles look anything even close to Jeffy, and you may think that he could just order another one, but you'd be
Nah.
dead wrong, since the woman that makes them can't even replicate Jeffy to save her life. And to make things even worse, Chili was rage baiting Logan, and things got to a point where bro was just acting like a kid having a temper tantrum. And to be honest, I don't blame him, because that puppet paid the bills for Logan. But after a few minutes of seeing Logan crash out, Chili decided it was time to reveal the prank. But that barely made things better, because Logan was still mad. But this is pretty much nothing compared to the crash out that happened when Logan thought JJ stole his Rolex. This prank plotted against Logan was pretty simple. The plan was that JJ would change into a Gucci outfit, pretending he stole Logan's $40,000 Rolex. And when the prank started, of course, as soon as Logan notices that the watch is missing from the couch, he freaks out and calls Chili upstairs. And to make things even worse, Logan didn't even own the watch. It was his grandpa grandpa's. So if he lost it, not only would he be pissed, but his grandpa would be too. And $40,000 is not a small number we're dealing with here. But things took a wild turn for Logan when JJ walked in with 10 grand in cash, and he literally just admits to Logan that he stole the watch. So in that moment, Logan was so mad that he decides to start beating JJ up. Luckily though, after a few seconds, Chili and Tito broke it up and told him that it was just a prank. And Logan finally calmed down. But just a year later, they would pull another prank on Logan that arguably is way worse. Spray painting his Lamborghini. This initially was meant to be an innocent April Fool's prank, where Chili and Tito spray paint Logan's Lamborghini with spray chalk, making him think that it's spray paint. Seems harmless, right? Well, only if they knew what would happen next. Once they get done setting it up, they had someone knock on Logan's door and tell him the bad news. And when Logan saw what happened to the car, he got so mad and broke a PlayStation controller and started crashing out at Chili for some reason.
Stop.
No, Logan! Oh my God, Logan, stop!
No, Chili's f***ing bull. I told you not to upload that vlog. Oh, those kids acting for shit.
And once he was done with that, the same guy who knocked on the door told him that some kids were the ones who spray painted the car. And after hearing this, Logan must have been mad, because he just started running and chasing after the imaginary kids who didn't even exist. And even if they did, it would have been long gone by now. After that though, he started thinking rationally and said that he was gonna call the cops. But obviously, if he did that, he would just be wasting police time. So Chili finally caved and told him that it was a prank.
Alright. Look, Logan, look, come here. It's an April Fool's prank.
No, no.
It's just a prank.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a prank?
Yeah.
But this prank had a bigger effect than the others. Even though Chili used spray chalk so it would come off, he would still have to clean his car by hand, and that could be a headache. But this is still nothing compared to when JJ made Chili think her dogs ran away. The prank simply starts with JJ and Anthony putting the dogs in Anthony's car to make it look like they ran away. And since Logan and Chili were driving back from Kentucky, they had a bunch of time to make it look believable. So when Chili and Logan finally got home, obviously the first thing they wanted to do was check on the dogs, since they had left them with JJ for a few days. But instead, they were met with some random dog in the house. And obviously, since JJ was the one in charge of the dogs, Chili and Logan started questioning him. And this is where things took a turn, because JJ sat down and told them that on Saturday night, the dogs ran away. And instead of crashing out like usual, Logan was dead silent, and Chili literally started having a panic attack. And if you thought things couldn't possibly get worse from here, you couldn't be more wrong, since after JJ kept the prank up, Chili started crying, thinking that she had actually lost her dogs.
JJ, I'm being dead serious.
No, I
Where are
really
the
don't.
dogs?
Look,
JJ,
I've been looking for them, but like I really don't know where they are.
Where the fuck? No, I don't care about that.
But after a few minutes, Logan and Tito ended up finding the dogs since JJ didn't hide them very well. But things don't end here, because after Logan and Tito decided to go along with the prank and start rage baiting Chili to the point where she literally started threatening to slap JJ in the face. After this, they decided to end the prank, and Chili ended up calming down after being mad at Logan for a while.
Look at Wizard.
Blizzard could care less. Look at
He's chilling.
But this was nowhere near as bad as probably the most dangerous prank on this list, the banana peel prank, which sounds harmless at first, but hear me out. This prank starts with Logan explaining that he wants to see someone slip on a banana peel for some reason, and after explaining the prank, he puts a banana peel
Most
in front of the
cartoony
door
thing
so
ever.
that he
What the
could
hell?
slip on it and fall over. But Logan obviously didn't want to slip on the banana peel, so he invited over Tito. But things took a turn when Tito came over
Let's
and just
crack
walked
his-
right over the banana peel.
crack
Bro
his head
actually
open.
got so lucky.
I'm gonna crack his head open if he stepped on it.
Did you step on it? Step on it.
So after that prank failed, Logan decided to invite JJ over, but ran into the same problem. And obviously, after the prank failed twice, Logan decided to put more banana peels on the ground. And you may think I'm talking about 1 or 2, but no, he decided to put 10 on the ground.
Here we go. This will put you in last place in Marvin Cart.
After that, he decided to invite Anthony over, but obviously, with how many banana peels there were on the ground, he noticed them immediately, so that meant Logan's prank has now failed 3 times in a row. But eventually, Logan was successful when he invited over Will, and he actually slipped and fell, using a giraffe on the chandelier to distract him, and it actually looked like it hurt since he literally hit his head on the ground. But after a few seconds, he was fine, and everyone laughed it off.
Did it actually get you? Oh my god, what is this? Banana peels? Gosh.
It's the most cartoony thing ever, bro. What the hell?
The door closed on my head too.
Let me know what prank you think backfired the worst.
Ooh. It's gonna be the end of the video. Watch this.